pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Bookers! Got my coffee here ready to go, brother.
You're too excited right now.
Happy day.
I don't
Good
want
morning.
no boogers. I just want to, sound like a old-fashioned Johnny boy.
Man, we're 28 days into this month. 2 more left.
Oh, gosh, how exciting.
July.
Oh, July. Oh, July.
That's a Woody Allen reference for those of you.
I don't know Woody Allen, but all I know about Woody Allen, he's a pedophile.
Well, that's true. It's
Allegedly.
He's fallen out of favor to even reference for old humor. That's true. He been canceled.
Allegedly. Everything in the world is allegedly now because you don't want to be sued for defamation and stuff.
Well, I think it's been pretty well established that he did marry his daughter, but hey, check that for yourself. We could be wrong here.
But she's really not his daughter. She's his adopted child, right?
Adopted is just as much a daughter as your own child, right?
I agree too, but maybe in his mind he was justifying it. Well, legally she's not my blood.
Or you can rationalize anything if you want to, I guess.
Everyone does. Pork pie.
Oh boy.
Like those idiots, they like to rationalize that I stole something from them.
We got a good channel going here.
I know what I stole. I stole my humor back. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. So how are you today, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. Yep. How about you? How are you today, sir?
I'm doing excellent. I was in between watching the baseball last night. I was playing some video games with the little man. Not the little man, but the young man that's growing to be strong and give me another baby.
That's cool. Nice.
We won one and lost one. With the one we lost, man, that was a good game. Nail biter. We almost came back and pulled it out, but we fell 10 seconds too short. But
Yeah, well, that's good. You had fun.
You win some, you lose some, and then you play dumb.
Playing dumb comes easy to me.
Does it now?
What my even was pretty good.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I got some stuff done. Being
some
boring.
More computational fluid write-ups and all that boring shit.
Yeah, working on a report and see some last minute things that it's like, okay, maybe we can improve this. So you got to run another simulation. It's like, I want to get this started before I go to bed because it's going to run all night.
Why didn't you pump up the jam?
I did pump up the jam. Where were you when the jam was pumping? Huh?
I'm so used to find a new jam.
I love your contributions on the intro.
Pumping.
I guess.
Pumping jam.
Yeah, but you've been doing this Arnold thing for weeks now. And I love it.
Arnold.
I know.
This is a fake Donald Trump, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a talentless pork pie. I can't do anything right. Johnny boy.
This is what you call the repercussions of Hump a Stump Sow Sauce.
Humper dump. Let me go be creative.
That comes easy too.
Let me go come up with a dumb bit like I always do. Here's the bit for you. Let me play a stupid video of pigs in a pan. Oh, how exciting. Too far?
Let your creative juices flow, my
I
friend.
told you they are flowing. They're flowing all on my stick.
It's a hump of Stump Sow Sauce.
That's right. That stump sauce is coming all down on my stick, man.
Oh, Lord.
So when I slide it in, it goes in nice and wet, baby.
Yeah. In other news,
Oh no, that's a donkey.
please like and subscribe. Regardless.
And don't forget to comment below me.
That's right, as Lou said.
Oh man, oh man.
How is the weather there, sir? Since we don't have a Frankie McDonald here.
81 and mostly sunny at the moment.
Yeah. Well, that's good to
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's what's the temperature here, baby doll? 62. That's not too bad for a morning. It's nice and cool.
You know, if you had your cell phone right by your side, you wouldn't have to ask the young lady about the weather.
But isn't it nice? You got a reference to my better 3/4.
Not really.
Not really. Does that sound unprofessional? I don't want to go that route.
As long as you don't say, "Bitch, get my coffee," you're doing fine.
I'm referring to my pride and joy, and it's kind of nice to have a
Or
little
the
bit of
other
interaction.
references that I used to love to make. Shut up, bitch! I'm doing a professional broadcast. So, in other news,
Yeah. In other news,
the Mets won a game last night, which is a fucking miracle.
Oh, really? It was a good game?
We won 7-2. So, I'll say yes.
So you're a Mets fan?
Oh, yes, I am.
Mm.
I like teams that make America miserable. Mets, Jets, Cowboys, Knicks, Rangers.
So that's the only team you like in New York City then?
Oh, fuck the Yankees. Oh, gross.
How do you really feel, Mr. Lou?
Like the Yankees could suck a shit out of my ass.
Okay.
That's a little graphic, but you know, that's how I really feel.
Yeah. Well.
So I know what they did in Philadelphia. I watched the time-lapse video on it yesterday. They just opened up like the middle of it. They made a makeshift road to get the traffic to flow again. And I guess they're going, and they closed off the street that was below it in order to achieve this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now the question is going to be, how are they going to divert when they go to repair this fully?
Well,
because it's an overpass. It's not like it's just a slab of concrete that you could lay. No, yeah, it's an overpass.
The construction crews have to get across the traffic just to get to there because there's going to be surrounding traffic on both sides of that interpass is what you're saying, right? Interstate.
Yep. Ooh,
so
Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else could I buy? No.
Stay tuned for Lou shopping online while the show's going on.
That's right. You know, I'm so professional. I'm such a professional person that I can do things online. I'm not even doing shopping online. I'm just playing my video game. Oops, wrong button.
We were supposed to go to a concert again last night, Lou, but
oh my God, the catalytic converter was fucking up again.
No, my wife realizes that this project is a priority right now, and her boring husband needed to do some work last night. But I did achieve something else.
Jesus Christ, bro! Don't sit there and call yourself boring, man. You know that they're gonna use the morons on the internet are gonna say you have no love for your wife.
I have plenty of love for my wife. We just have priorities.
They just make up some dumb shit and sit there and say, you know, oh my God, he can't take his woman to a concert because
I don't concern myself.
He prioritizes work over his woman. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't concern myself with criticism. But I did get another thing accomplished. I was able to upload one of our videos to the backup channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw you did too.
That's right. Yeah, I did another one this morning. One last night, one this morning.
Oh, I was
It's
wondering
only
why you
going to
did
take me like 30 days to catch up.
that. And you don't have to do that, but okay.
Well, I think it's a good thing for us to have a backup channel. It's good to yeah. So Ky Brancaccio YouTube channel.
Oh, Jesus. You're unleashing the worms.
You can call me Ky. The
You can,
worms.
yep, the worms.
How's that?
Because the peasant feeders are going to show up.
Oh, I'm not concerned about it.
Oh, stop it. I'm not concerned, man.
I
Jesus, I understand you don't fucking care about Switzerland, but Jesus.
I welcome engagement.
Engagement.
Yes.
You welcome coonery buffoonery.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Pumping up my jam. Yes, I am. Come on around and stump it. Oh, no. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day. Oh, man. And in other news, the weather outside is brightful.
sunshine is so delightful.
You walk down the block. Have a stroke, have a stroke, have a stroke.
Christmas in July is on its way. The
Oh,
countdown,
man.
2 days
I
and
don't
counting
know.
until July.
I'm counting down the reindeers as they stow. Counting down them reindeers as they hoe. Counting down that reindeer. Counting down that reindeer. Counting down that reindeer when it blows.
That's a reindeer dog, some kind of genetic hybrid.
That's what I thought there, buddy.
It got a weird looking tail for having hoofs like that.
Counting down the reindeer when it hoe. Ah. All right. What
What's
interesting news is coming out of the land of I forgot where you're at. Cleveland?
Cleveland, Ohio?
There you go. My
I
first
don't
guess was correct though.
I don't know that there's that much fascinating news coming out of Cleveland, Ohio.
There's no Squash.
No Sasquatch.
Yeah, man, you know.
Well, yeah, I appreciate those who study zoology, and I
See,
have not seen the Sasquatch myself. I have no good reason to believe they do exist because of lack of evidence, but I keep an open mind to the possibility that some form of the Gigantopithecus somehow survived, but I honestly don't think so.
so all three suspects arrested in Florida armed robbery after sharing video on social media.
Boy, they're real rocket scientists over there.
I
That's
mean,
not a reference to myself, by the way.
this generation is stupid that doesn't know how to commit a crime. Step one,
Yeah.
leave the fucking cell phone home. Step two,
Right.
don't go to social media and talk about it.
Step 3, when you're at robbing and you're in the committing the act, don't drop your wallet.
And step 4, leave the state. I mean, Jesus. I don't get it. Oh. So the black teen who was shot in the head after going to the wrong house gave his first interview yesterday.
Oh, dear God. That sounds nasty.
Now, I don't know. Like, I understood what happened somewhat. He went looking for his brother. His phone died. Ends up going to the wrong house. He needed to go, I think, what was it, a block down to be at the right home or a street over. I don't know
But
because certain addresses are weird.
all he did was knock at the door.
Supposedly, all he did was knock at the door, and the gentleman
Oh,
shot him through the door. It was
that's
a man. I think it was in his 80s.
yeah. That's this is what's so disturbing about some of the. I don't know if you listen to the local news. I really don't, but from past experience and seeing things, there is so much disturbing negative news that people see. And when they get up there and they're elderly and maybe they're compromised a little bit, and they just hear all this tragic stories in and day out,
But
all
that's
the
how the media
time.
is designed
They
to give you
Yeah,
nothing but
yeah,
negativity, so you
right.
can
And
sit there and be a negative person in the world.
right. And so these folks they just start to build up more fear and paranoia or whatever, and to just shoot somebody at your door, man. What kind of state? I mean, we don't know what the state of the person. There's hints to that, right? That would perform such a thing, but it's just it's sad to see what's going on, to people live in such a state of misery based on the garbage that they allow into their brains from choices. It's kind of sad. So how did the interview go? Did you see it or you just heard about it?
I'm just reading a headline. I don't
Oh
care
yeah,
about all that.
I got you. I got you. That's a sad story.
When you run on a slogan, "Make America Great Again," to me, America's always been great. You know, I grew up in this country 47 years. To me, I've never really had an ounce of racism towards me. I grew up in an era where everyone got along, no problem. It just seems to be this day and age of the new society that we're living in. The age of social media has ruined the average American household.
Yeah, but I
Folks don't know
agree.
how to behave.
My experiences are nearly identical to yours. I feel the same way. That has been my experience in life as well. And I think I see what you're saying about the social media, and I agree with that. I think though that we're on the precipice of a awakening with and it's not happening quickly, obviously, but with mass communication and the hive mind of the world coming to realize how things are run, how things are going, what kind of manipulation there is. It's only a matter of time before those who have a conscience and a deeper understanding of how the world works for the most part starts to realize what's going on, and the ship, this big giant carrier, starts to turn and things start to get better. The problems we see with social media, in my opinion, are a form of virtue signaling to the point where, oh, I'm a good person. I don't have a problem with this. I'm a good person. I tolerate this. I'm a good person. I tolerate that. It's like things gotten so far that people are just afraid to say, hey, I don't want you indoctrinating my kids. Like that's a normal thing to say. People are afraid to say that kind of stuff. That's how crazy shit has gotten.
See,
Right?
I made this comment 2 days ago playing with the
Yep.
guys online. If my son would have went to school with a bunch of pride flags down the hallway, I would have pulled him out of school and found another place to put him into school at, or I would have homeschooled him.
Well, that's because you're smart enough to know that that's the least of your worries. If that's what you're seeing, just imagine what you're not seeing, what you don't know about that they're
You
teaching
send your
kids.
kids to go to school to learn, not to be fucking taught, about how to be gay or how to be a transgender and this and this and that. No, that's a parent's job, not the school's job to teach 3 and 4 year olds about sexuality.
It sure as hell ain't the state's job, I'll tell you that much.
So, did my parents teach me about the birds and the bees? No. But I learned about the birds and the bees in ninth grade. I was in high school when they started to teach sex ed and the importance of condoms and STDs and stuff like that. Because you're in high school, you're learning to become a man, in essence, to go out into the real world because everyone doesn't go to college.
Yeah, I didn't learn to become a man until long after college, but here I am. I've achieved it. I'm sorry.
Like,
Go on.
all bullshit. I wish I would have learned how to manage a checkbook in high school. The importance of credit and all the other good things. Not, oh my God, here's how you can be gay, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you got your priorities right, Lou. I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's a lot of things that would have been helpful to learn at a younger age. No question about it. Now that you have a lot more wisdom than obviously either of us had when we were younger, it's you realize that and this is a great opportunity because you're going to have a hand in your little peanuts growing up and learning, and he's going to get a lot of wisdom from grandpa that he might not get otherwise. Hey, Rex is here.
You know what? There you go. You learn from sex a natural way by looking at a Playboy magazine or a Hustler or whatever other books they had back in the day.
Yeah, I was a newspaper boy, and I used to find magazines on the side of the road, and I was young, man, and I was like, "What's all this shit on the pictures here?" Let's leave that one alone.
It's the truth, though. Like, you want your kids to go to school to get an education, learn about certain histories and all this other stuff. They're not even doing that correctly. But I'm just being a negative Nancy. What do I know? I'm an old fossil that likes to play around in pork juice.
A negative Nancy. Now, come on, Lou. I don't think you that way.
Come on, buddy. It's all fun and games until the pork comes out.
Yeah, I remember being a young man, and I used to see these catalogs that had ladies wearing bras. I'm just going to leave that one alone.
You left it alone, all right. Your boner did. Left that thing alone and gave her some fun.
Why is Ky looking at the newspaper ads with the ladies' underpants? What are you doing there?
I'm enjoying the view, mama.
Oh, Lord, we raised some type of perverted young man.
Yes, you did.
We sent him to Catholic school, and he's gone the wrong way. He's become some kind of prevert.
Prevert or pervert?
You can go to confession. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I looked at the bra catalog.
Oh, and that's another thing. Oh my God, the churches. Oh, and they're bullshit.
The churches are going wacky today too, I guess.
I don't know about today, but they've always been wacky.
Well, there's some truth to that for sure. There's
like, I get it. Every race has their own religion, and in some cases, it kind of boils down to the same shit. In a sense, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know. But if you really want the true wording, just you got to follow the Hebrew book. The Hebrew Bible. That's the real testament. Not all this fake make-believe mumbo-jumbo man wrote in these newer Bibles.
I don't know where you're going with this one.
It's just, everything is the word of man. Oh, man said this, man said that. How about man said suck my ass? Are you going to do it?
Rules for life. Rules to have a civilized world. There has to be some structure for that, obviously. So
Yeah, there does, but there's no structure in the world because people are dumb.
and you got to believe in something. And even if you don't believe in religion per se, that's something you believe. Whatever it is that you believe in, something. So it's just like practices that help one to live a successful life in a civilized world, and are ideal for a family and life to live
Clown pie!
a good life.
That's right. Clown pie has spoken.
Where did that come from?
Instead of pork pie, clown pie.
Oh, okay. Is that like a different flavor of the week or something?
Sure, we'll go that way. Clown pie!
I'm holding out for the coconut cream pie, but leave your perverted comments out of that one, Lou.
No, there'll never be a coconut cream pie for the simple feeling the cream is not part of the pie.
Well, coconut cream, we're talking about something that comes purely from coconut. It's a non-dairy product. And well, anyways, coconut cream, that portion's a good part of it, in my opinion.
Sure, yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, pump up the jam. Pump it up while your feet are
Pump then. Pump it up.
Pump it, pump it, pump it, dump.
That's
Take
right.
a dump every day. That's what the bowel movement says today.
Lou's giving life according to his morning constitution.
Oh man, wake up, take a shit. That makes you feel good today. Take a shit. Take a shit. Take a shit.
Well,
So Rex, question for you, buddy. How's the news saying about I-95? Like, what are their true plans to get it fixed correctly? Because I see the little makeshift highway they created for it. Like, I don't see how they could have made 3 lanes out of that little stretch, but it could be bigger in person. Might be a tight 3 lanes, but so be it.
yeah,
And I'm gonna stress this out there for the folks. I want y'all to understand something. Just because your highways are being made bigger and all this other shit, that doesn't mean it's going to alleviate traffic. It's just going to create more traffic. They don't understand that concept. More lanes means more cars. More cars means more traffic.
more cars equals more traffic. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. It is a tight 6 lanes, but how are they gonna, stretch it out to be the regular size highway? Because they obviously closed off a part of the road that was below. So now you can't go through the overpass like you used to. I guess you got to find alternate routes to get to the other side of that road.
Yeah, that's going to be a real blockage area. Going to have to slow down. I'm sure going down through there is going to be 50 miles an hour, maybe less.
It's a tight 3 lanes, so that means 18 wheelers are going to be. It's going to be real tight with an 18 wheeler going through there. I understand they probably had to do that in order to. They're going to build the permanent lanes on the outside and then work their way to do the inside. So that bottom street is going to be closed for a long minute.
Sounds that way.
This sounds like at least a minimum 6 months to a year job. Because, construction in America, they take their sweet time to do everything.
Yeah, now, right. And if this is a real urban area, it won't be that much of a inconvenience for businesses that just really need to cross that road. But if this
if it's
like 10 minutes between exits, then that's really going to be a problem, especially for business that are on one side or the other of that bridge.
It looked more like a warehouse district. So I could be wrong. I don't, and like I said, I'm just going off of what I've seen on photos and videos. But yeah, that road is going to be closed until it's the interstate. It might have been a thing to get off the ramp, if I'm correct. I like, but
Yeah, probably.
also close the road off. I don't know. Like the interstate is much more important than Cotman AV, which is true. Which is true.
Cotman Avenue.
Oh, is that what the name of that road is? Cotman Avenue? Oh,
I don't know.
I thought Avenue was AVE. Yep, Av. Oh, Rex is part of the comedy here.
I've got some. My interpretation was a little bit off, I guess.
Your interpretation was right on the money.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very kindly. You know, I try to sharpen my bow skills. You ever do any hunting?
Hunting or humping?
Well, at this moment, let's talk about the hunting first.
Okay. Hunting, no. Humping, plenty of it.
I see.
Well, what the hell? I did a little humping last night, if you know what I mean. Pow, chicken, pow, pow.
Mow, 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 mow.
You know, I had to get the little stick wet.
That's
There,
the
he
way.
said it. He has a little pecker. He said
He
it there.
likes it.
He said it. He got a little pecker.
That's the way. Lou likes it.
You know, when you told me about the meaning of the words of the day, so you know, I was like, "Woman, come wet my pecker."
Well, I've done a little bit of hunting, but not the type that most people do.
Rex is like, "I fish a little bit. I fish a little bit. Is that considered hunting?" In a way, it is. You're hunting fish with a pole.
Well, this is where I tell Rex to check out Dar Sizzle's channel. That's the one channel that my wife and I like to watch, and I just have to watch it and play it the proper way, saying, "Oh, look how disgusting that is. She's barely naked. Oh my goodness, this is terrible." So
barely naked or barely dressed?
Barely dressed. I mixed the two up because somehow my lizard brain part of me was thinking about the
naked part.
Yeah, exactly. It messed up my logic completely. That never happens.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think Rex might get a kick out of that channel. It is actually entertaining because the husband is funny. He says stupid shit all the time, and he's joking around, and he cooks. At the end of the video, usually he'll cook up the dish, you know, and they're pretty entertaining couple, really. And anyways, I think Rex would like that channel. But the type of hunting I've done is groundhogs, the enemy of a little farm.
Fuzzy logic. Why are you killing them little poor groundhogs? Did they messing up your land?
Dude, they will destroy the foundation of your house if you don't take care of it. I got 18 of them in a year and a half. That's what a problem I have with groundhogs.
There's no groundhog repellent that you could.
Yeah, dude, I've tried it all, man. I when I first started out, I was like, okay, you know, these little things, they got a right to be around here too, and blah 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 blah. Now I just kill them.
You know, if you get some money, you can reinforce your foundation.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I want to redo my foundation because I love these little critters. No, I'll get the sledgehammer. Hello.
Jesus, take it to another level, you brutal motherfucker.
Well, I'm not proud of it, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm if it's going to cost me $12,000 to reinforce the foundation, well, damn it, the sledgehammer is going to come out.
You might have to reinforce the foundation anyway. After so many years, the foundation starts to crack, and the house starts to shift because the ground underneath shifts from all the rain.
Yeah, not really around here. I mean, the groundhogs they'll remove so much soil that the support for the foundation itself can be damaged. Anyways, yeah, I've been hunting groundhogs in the past. Now I got a nice neighbor that I think takes care of the problem somewhat because he likes to take care of that problem. So I'm blessed in that regard.
Well, the neighbor's eliminating the groundhog for you.
It seems to be the case because I haven't seen the problem very much lately, and I know he open carries. So,
So
he's always ready, man.
so I'm wondering if Rex heard about this when nearly 200 people arrested in a $1.4 million drug bust in Philadelphia. I mean, oh, dude, this one, like this headline, I was like, holy fuck. Kid survives near-death experience after falling from a zip line with his dad in Mexico. Like,
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know, man. I guess it's old age, but I'm not doing certain things no more.
Yeah.
And then
Rex?
this is the news that I'm really intrigued by.
Yeah.
I know you've heard of this Jonathan Majors being domestic violence shit in New York City. Because that's been pretty much national news for a little while. He is now suing the victim in this alleged domestic violence because he has proof that he didn't touch her. And I believe he's also got a suit against the NYPD for racism.
Yeah, I got to be honest, I'm not familiar with the case.
Well, get yourself familiar with the case, man. Jesus. Why are you here, brother? You're supposed to be well versed in everything besides computational debauchery fluid.
I'm living a life that is blessed and is free from all the negative news that at least I try to stay away from. Rex
says,
Rex
who's
is
the engineer here?
Rex is the engineer here.
Now, what kind of engineer are we talking about? Are we talking about a train engineer?
Woo, woo!
You know, I'm the conductor of this train.
I'm a sanitation engineer. I run behind the garbage truck.
You know, I'm the engineer that picks up your trash and dumps it in the morning.
Yes.
You know, let's see. But back to that I-95 infrastructure problem. This is going to become a problem across all 50 states if you really think about it.
Oh, you think that the bridges aren't being maintained?
Oh, you could tell they're not. There's bridges that are older than fucking peanut butter and jelly.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid one day, like I know the Golden Gate Bridge was reinforcing its beams and all this other stuff for earthquakes. Okay, I know, man. I understand, Rex. It's computational fluid dynamics, Lou. Get it right.
That's rocket science to you and me.
I didn't want to get it right for a reason. Computational dynamic fluid, more like computational peanut butter and jelly spread on a rocket ship.
Yeah, I much prefer the problems that don't involve a density that's variable. I like just, a complete constant density. That just makes life so much easier. But that's aside.
I'm not 100% sure as I'm not a construction worker, but I'm pretty sure there is concrete that can withstand fire. They need to start reinforcing overpasses if there is that type of concrete because you never know. A tanker driver could fall asleep at the wheel and the tanker blows up. So I understand it gets real hot down there and you're going to burn up instantly. But Jesus, at least the concrete could withstand it for at least a couple of hours. And then they don't have to shut down a major highway for
Rex,
God knows how long.
Yeah, Rex is pointing out. Go on.
No. Oh, shit, he did write a new comment. My bad, I didn't see it, Rex.
Mm-hmm.
There's bridges and raised roadways where the rebar is showing some scare. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's not visually appealing to see that rust color with the cement while you're driving over it at the time.
Well, you know that's going to happen because, well,
oxidation.
Everything rust.
Yeah. Well,
it's a matter of, will it still survive?
Yeah, I think we're going to get to the point where we've got graphene impregnated concrete. I think things are going to get better. The roads are going to be thinner. They're going to be stronger. But, this stuff takes time.
Most of the rebar is somewhat rusted when they put it into the concrete.
Yeah,
or it's
I'm.
got the rust look because it's just been sitting
Yeah.
there, getting
Mhm.
rained on until it's being
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah, I think fiberglass rebar is the way to go. But you know,
Fiberglass.
yeah, they this stuff's got to be tested. It's got to be life tested, to make sure that it stands up enough to let's face it, the duration of the anything that's got we know cement is porous, so we know the iron inside the cement, the rebar is going to get exposed, the steel. And so at some point the steel get exposed and it gets oxidized, and that's what causes structures to as rust goes, you get rust jacking, the cement breaks open because of the pressure internally, and you get these fault lines and things crack and break open, and it's just to me it's there's a better way of doing things. So we'll see in time if the fiberglass rebar works out. I'm sure there's other options as well. Steel's cheap though, so
But see, that's the thing, man. You can't go for cheap. You gotta go for
duration.
yes, because you're going to be driving on these roads for God knows how many years, or bridges for God knows how many years, and bridges are exposed to elements because most bridges are over water.
It's a bridge over troubled water.
So,
Please.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a construction worker. I don't know. I'm just giving my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And my 2 cents don't amount to nothing but a clown pie!
Well, I know there's been a lot of bills that have gone through Congress to improve infrastructure and bridges and that in the past. So you would think that a lot of that's being addressed, but we've got so much corruption in politics that in America we don't tend to acknowledge as openly as they do in say Europe or other countries. Um, so there's a
There's
lot of room
corruption.
for cleanup, that's for sure, in terms of
There is
politics.
corruption in every stage of politics across the globe.
No doubt.
But it's just depending on how deep the corruption goes. I guess. I mean, here in the United States, I mean, they've proved that what's that Mitch McConnell guy's worth like $200 million.
Turtle. Mitch McConnell,
He's worth that much money,
the Turtle Man.
but yet his salary, I think they said, was like $100 and something thousand a
Yeah,
year.
these guys enrich themselves for decades. Yeah, how about Joe Biden? I mean, all of them. They're all the
Oh, I
same.
mean, Joe Biden, he said it the other day in a press conference. I've sold so many secrets. It's unfathomable.
10% for the big guy. Turns out sometimes it's 50%.
But the news cycle the other day was running the whole Hunter Biden bullshit.
Oh, really? Finally, in the news cycle, it's actually out there. There is actually an open acknowledgement of the corruption. Really? Are you
I
kidding me?
I saw some clips when I was scrolling some social media, so I was like, And they were comparing Wesley Snipes, who did the same thing, tax
Nah.
evasion. How he's a well-known actor, but
Right. Yeah.
he served. It was something like 3 years.
Oh man, yeah.
There was a few other people.
He didn't do as bad as Hunter did either.
Then he fell up
What
the
he committed.
steps.
He fell up the steps.
Bro, like, if this man is showing signs of dementia, why is he still running the country? Like, just get him out and use Kamala as the figure.
He's a
We know the
corruption
Republican Party is most likely going to win this
puppet.
presidential thing. Joe Biden is not fit to run for fucking the peanut butter stand.
Uniparty lizards. They're all the same for the most part.
But
That's why we
they
want. Mhm.
they compared some other people. Mike the Situation. He served 8 to 10 months in prison for. They were trying to use the black and white, how a white man gets the same crime, serves less time versus the black man. How since Biden, he has the last name Biden, he gets a slap on the wrist. and all this other crap. Nothing is really going to happen to the guy. Like politicians, man, a powerful name will keep you out of jail. I've always said it. And same thing with the right lawyer. If you could afford that lawyer to keep you out of jail, boy, you can go long ways. Don't let me become a crime boss, man. Shit, I'll never see the inside of a jail cell. Oh, look right there. He said he wants to be a crime boss. Oh my God, this guy. Oh my God.
You got a criminal mind. You're worse than Popcorn Sutton.
I do.
He be making whiskey down there in Florida.
I want to go elbow my lawyer for not giving me, for letting me get convicted of murder. I saw the clip of that shit, boy. What an asshole that man was.
What's that?
Remember the headline I told you yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, on Twitter, they showed the clip of it. I was, doing my morning research. The best place to do any research is in the shitter.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just scrolling.
Which I want to tell you, I really appreciate you not doing it on air today. It's, your consideration is appreciated.
What the hell do you mean? The last couple of days it ain't been on air.
I know. I'm just joking, sir. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
And if I do have to do it on air, that's because I'm really getting the brown bubble.
Yeah, incoming brown bubble.
Here it comes. Oh.
Here it comes. Watch out. Be careful. Brown bubble on its way. Hello. Oh my God. It smells so bad. Oh, it's like a dog fart. Oh.
Oh no. There's been some of them things that you're like, oh my God, what the fuck died in my ass?
It smells like roses grown in horse shit.
It smells like, bro.
What the hell did you eat? You're cooking, baby doll.
I don't think you got this problem since you're a corvivore, whatever the hell that shit is, a person that eats vampires all day.
Corvier. Carnivore, yeah.
Man, I'd be wondering sometimes, like, God damn, this shit stinks so bad, I want to throw up. Shit, maybe I should have used more garlic. Made that shit smell better.
You're cooking, baby doll. Yeah, garlic. More garlic. Oh, Lord. I do like garlic. I got to say, you like garlic, Lou?
Yeah, I do, depending on what I'm cooking.
Right, yeah. It's not going to go in everything.
But yeah, so like I said, back to the research. I'm scrolling and I seen the headline. I read the little thing. I'm like, all right, let me see. The man calls the lawyer over, goes to whisper in his ear, and just ups him with the elbow. I'm like, wow.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yep.
And as soon as he did it, the cops that were in the courtroom, they tackled his ass.
He only got one elbow in. He tried to get two, but he was only able to get one. Those cops were fast.
Mind you, he's handcuffed, so he just real quick. But damn, can't help but laugh.
Well, that lawyer ought to be glad he didn't take those handcuffs and put them around his neck. Because that's a lot harder for deputies to break that up without harming someone.
I mean, what did you think? Like, you're convicted of murder. I'm pretty sure your lawyer did everything he could possibly do.
Yeah.
But get you off because their evidence was probably mounting against you.
Well, he just wanted to further the judge's understanding of what a good guy he really is.
But the problem is these people nowadays, they commit murder and they don't understand that if you're using a gun, blood splats. So you need to shoot from a distance so the blood doesn't get on you. Secondly, dispose of all artifacts that you're wearing. Have a second set of clothes. Why was there a fire? Oh, because I was cold.
Yeah.
Let me stop giving away the secrets, man, because Jesus, man, Jesus.
Yeah.
I know too much.
Yeah, it's crime does not pay.
Unless you're I'm not going to say the word.
Unless you're a corrupt politician.
Well, that too. Allegedly. Remember, you got to say allegedly at the end.
Allegedly. That's right.
You know, if you're going to take a body, take it to the Everglades, man. There's there's alligators. There's big old python snakes. And make sure you put enough cinder block and a really good, strong chain. You don't want to put them with no little 10-pound chain, because that 10-pound chain will snap eventually.
Yeah. The cinder block's good for groundhogs, too. So there's a lot of uses for cinder blocks.
What, dumping them on their head?
Oh, man.
You got me with that one, man.
One time my wife is like, hey, there's a groundhog in the front yard. And he's digging right by the front door. And I went over there and he looked up at me and then he just ignored me and kept digging. And I'm like,
so
what?
You whacked his ass.
I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he's at the front yard. He's right by the front door next to the patio of the cement. And he's digging and he saw me and he just ignored me and then he kept digging some more. And I'm like, thanks for telling me. So I run out to the outbuilding. I grab the pitchfork and the sledgehammer.
What happened to the cinder block?
Well, this is for next time. So I grabbed the pitchfork and the sledgehammer. And
we'll cut it right there. We don't condone violence for animals of any kind. So you have a wonderful day with that story. That story won't go no further than that.
Well, just because there's a ritual, it's not that there was those pitchfork and sledgehammer weren't used in any way or shape or form to harm any kind of creatures at all.
We don't need PETA coming after you.
Yeah, right. PETA don't care nothing about people.
Oh, the man.
He was working his way to the foundation. Let's just leave it at that. Rex gets the picture.
I'm pretty sure he does. He became cat food.
Yeah, I'd like to know if Rex had any experiences like that with varmint in the yard. I know he's had trouble with people taking a dump on his beach.
What?
You ever see his website? He's got pictures of people taking a dump on the beach. It's like, okay, are these cat people? What's going on here?
I guess Rex just likes to take pictures of some oddball shit.
That's funny stuff, man.
Oh, man. Well, what you going to do today, honey? I'm just going to go to the beach, take a couple of photos of people taking shits. Really? Yeah, man, that's entertaining stuff right there.
Yeah, really makes you want to jump in that water, doesn't it now?
You swimming by, you see the floaty next to you, like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh, I don't want to get in below my chin. No way. No way, Jose.
And now you got to be careful not to pee in pools because the chlorine now has that piss detector.
Oh, changes colors? Change colors?
Changes colors right by
Oh,
you.
man. That's funny.
I was scrolling and saw a video like, oh, this woman didn't realize the chlorine changed color on her ass and everybody noticed she took a piss.
Some old lady gets in there to swim laps and she's like, oh, I didn't know I had seepage. Oh, Lord, this is so embarrassing. You bastards. What'd you do with this chlorine? Get out of the pool, lady. You've been busted.
5 minutes ago, it was called research because I was taking the shit in a toilet, not on a slab of sand. How'd that person wipe? He go into the beach and just start rubbing his asshole clean? And then his hand going stink.
Beats rubbing it on the leather couch.
Jesus. I mean, how do we go from groundhogs to shit talk?
Scraping it across the carpet. Yeah, we reached Lou's limit when I started talking about the pitchfork and the sledgehammer.
Well, I don't condone animal violence.
I don't either.
You got to understand, man, that could be used against you in the court of public opinion.
Well, I gotta say, I've heard a lot of people eat groundhogs. I've never
Really?
ventured. I've never ventured there. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people eat it. This you can find YouTube videos where the guy's like, "Oh, them's good eating. Let me tell you, them's good eating. You gotta cook them right though. They're kind of tough if you don't cook them right. You gotta cook them in a slow cooker, nice and slow on low, baby. That is some yumbalicious stuff." That's what you'll hear. You'll find videos of these guys eating them.
Well, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed your morning with us. Thanks for tuning in.
Maybe we'll be back. I do have a doctor's appointment,
Oh, Nostrovia.
so I might have to skip tomorrow.
Ci vediamo. Cheers. Salute.
But you guys have a wonderful day. Rex, thank you for chiming in. Always a pleasure, kind sir.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in,
Hopefully,
Rex. And
hopefully
everybody else.
the groundhog experience gave you a nice kick of fun, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the groundhog survived for another morning show. Don't worry.
Hasta la vista.
Ciao. L'chaim.
Fuck off.
What's that crazy?